Hey everybody! So I wanted to take a quick minute and just make sure you have everything that you need to have a successful 21 days ahead. So you should have received your program guidebook with your 21-day kit. So what I always recommend is make sure you read that thing ahead of time so you know what to expect. So you can kind of look forward to prepping, making sure you've got a good stocked refrigerator, that you have some snacks, and also that you just feel equipped and prepared to know ahead of time, like when are you going to take a shake, what do you put in your shake, when do you take certain supplements. So I think the program guidebook that Standard Process puts out is really beautifully published. There's some great information in there, maybe a little bit of a reiteration on what we covered in the info meeting before we all agreed to do the cleanse, on where toxins come from and what parts of your body help you detoxify, and how you can identify if there are toxins accumulated in your system. So I definitely want you to pre-read, and then what is a great idea is to take a couple of days and get rid of everything that you know in your pantry and in your refrigerator that isn't allowed on the cleanse, so that you're not tempted later. So if there's leftovers in your fridge and you don't want to be wasteful, finish those up. You know, if there are desserts and things like that, give them away or finish them up. And also it's a good time to start to wean off of caffeine. So if you are a caffeine drinker, in order to prevent any type of headaches, you're going to want to start to wean off and maybe go half cap and then a quarter cap and then down to nothing. That way you're not trying to go cold turkey on the caffeine on day one of the cleanse. So that'll make you a lot more happy and motivated to keep going forward once the 21 days proceeds. So I also would encourage you to take your body measurements. So it's really great to do some before and afters. So some of our past participants, they've even gone and gotten some blood work, things to measure, to get some measurable markers for your progress would be cholesterol levels, your blood fats, your glucose levels, definitely your weight and your BMI. If you don't have a fancy scale that also tracks your body fat, we can do that for you here in the office if you're doing this locally. So stop in and we'd be happy to write down your body fat, your percent muscle, your BMI, your weight, and your visceral fat, which is the fat in your organs. And then take some measurements. So particularly areas where you have goals, where maybe you want to lose a little bit of belly fat or some inches off of your thighs and whatnot. Take some measurements. Just get one of those. It's like the fabric tape measures that people that sew use. So you can wrap it around like your arm or your leg or your thigh or your waist. That way you'll be able to get some before and after measurements. So this was crazy. I've always been about the same size. At different times I've been more fit than others depending on what life has brought. But the very first time I did a cleanse, I lost 22 total body inches. So, I mean, they had you measure your neck, we measured our upper arm, measured bust, we measured waist, stomach, thighs, calves, all the way down before and after, and I lost 22 inches. So that was crazy because that was body fat and it was bloat and it was inflammation. So, you know, I personally might only lose like 4 pounds on the cleanse because I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it more for health purposes. But your average weight loss is anywhere from 8 to 20 pounds. And so definitely want to track those because that'll keep you encouraged too. And then you also might want to put something that you're trying to fit back into, hang it in your closet where you see it every single day as motivation, or like if you have a dress that you're trying to wear for an upcoming wedding or something like that, might be a little bit of encouragement. Or if it's a bathing suit because you're, have a vacation or a cruise planned and you want to be looking fit and beautiful for that. So whatever works for you. The other resources that I want to point your attention out to is that there are purification support emails. So that's something that we can have sent to you on a daily basis if you want to receive them. Just let us know and we'll sign you up for that subscription service. It's just kind of nice, in addition to belonging to our Facebook group and having each other as support, to have something in your inbox every day to kind of tell you what to expect at each phase of the cleanse. There might be some motivation in there. Might also tell you some recipes and things to mix it up with the shakes. and that kind of thing. So other people have gotten them and they thought they were nice. So we just need to know if you want to be added to that email list. And then they have a great cookbook that is downloadable. So a lot of the documents that I am referencing are actually available in digital format. So we will include all those links in the comments below for you, so it's all in one place, easily referenced. But they have, it's called 1 Degree of Change Cookbook. And I really love this as an adjunct. It's talking about how 1 degree of change can make a cumulative improvement overall in your health. And it's really a cookbook that you can read from cover to cover. In the beginning, there's some beautiful pictures and graphics. It talks a lot about labels. It talks about everything from soy candles to what is the difference between farm-raised eggs and cage-free eggs and GMO and organic and all those lingo and things that you see sometimes. It talks about water sources, all sorts of beautiful things about how to find healthier versions of the things you use every single day so that you can avoid toxin re-exposure while you're on the program. And then it goes into day 1 through 21, and every day it introduces you to a new food and kind of challenges you why you should incorporate that food into your diet. It tells you how you could use it in a shake recipe, how you can use it as a main meal, or how you could use it as a snack. And so that'll introduce you to some of these superfoods. So again, remember, the motivation here is to look at this entire process as an adventure and a chance to try something new rather than feeling discouraged or deprived and more like focusing on what you can't have during this time. So if you go through, go into it with thinking like, this is going to be fun, I'm going to finally, get a new meal plan, find some new favorite things, find some regular recipes and ingredients to work into your regular routine even after the 21 days. That's going to help you maintain a lot of the habits that you're building during the class. And then if you are having any type of symptoms throughout the cleanse, of course we want to hear from you. Typical detox type symptoms that you might experience, headaches that we just mentioned could be the first thing, just because usually it's because of weaning off of caffeine. So we gave you some tips earlier in this video on how to wean off a little more gently. It could be because of dehydration, so it's very important that you stay hydrated and drink water throughout this entire process. As your body is releasing toxins, the water is going to help you flush those out instead of allowing the toxins to just recirculate and cause ongoing problems somewhere else in the body. So you need to get them completely out of the body. And then if you're having sugar cravings, if you're, a lot of people do this because they're wanting to break that sugar and carb addiction. We have a product called Gymnema in the office, and so if you're doing it locally, stop in and we can test you on it. If you guys are doing this remotely, we can absolutely ship it to you, drop ship it to you. But it's been incredible. Gymnema is a product that it works on 3 centers for blood sugar control. It works on your pancreas to help with your body's ability to handle blood sugar, so with blood sugar resistance. It also works on your brain chemistry, so it helps interfere with the addictive pleasure centers of the brain, so that if you ate sugar or carbs, they're really not that pleasant anymore. You could forego it more easily. And then it also works on your taste buds. So if you're that person that if it's in front of you, you're just worried that you're going to go ahead and say yes to it, let's admit, we're not all working in an environment where our coworkers are all doing the cleanse with us, or maybe even our spouses aren't doing it, or maybe we have to cook meals for our family while we're trying to do this solo, and we're still seeing all those, temptations in front of us. If you're one of those people that you don't trust yourself not to just go ahead and grab and help yourself to some of those things, like the sweets and the carbs, the Gymnema can definitely help you. So you can actually suck on a tablet of it, and it will anesthetize your taste buds to the taste of sweetness. So this is for our serious sugar addicts. If you are, you know who you are. Usually when I say this, people are like, yes, I need a bottle of that. Before I even start, I know I'm going to need it. So don't be embarrassed if you need it. Ask for help. We have all these resources because this is, I don't even know how many times I've done this cleanse, but it's something that we're very versed in. And that's the other point, is we want to make sure that you're using the Facebook group, don't be shy. Ask questions. That's why we do this in a group, is because we have people who are experienced. We have first timers. We have people who are serial cleansers and have done every other cleanse under the planet, and we can all really learn from each other and lift each other up and encourage and share where we're finding things on sale, share what shake recipes we're loving, just all sorts of beautiful things come out of it. So the more you guys interact in the group, the more you're going to get out of it. And then my challenge for you this week is going to be to put something green in every shake. So it could be kale, it could be some kind of spinach. Some people like cucumber because it makes it really light and refreshing, and it doesn't have a lot of overpowering flavor. So something green in every single shake. That's the way to get some of those hidden veggies in. And as you read the program guide, you're going to remember they told you that you should be doing twice as many vegetables as fruits, just as a general rule of thumb, because you can overdo the fruits very easily, and that could be something that could sabotage some of your weight loss efforts on the cleanse. So that's all I have for you going into this. You've got me, as well as everybody else in the group, and access to the emails should you choose to sign up for those on a weekly basis. I think you've got more than enough information to chew on at this point in time, and I wish you all well. It will be fun. What you'll notice is, of course, with anything, making a change is difficult. There's some habits that need to be changed and some habits that need to be broken, and the first few days will be the most difficult, but what's fun about this is that every single day thereafter, you'll start to feel better and better and better, and that will encourage you to stick with it and to see it all the way through. So I wish you all well. I know you've got this, and I'm signing off in good health naturally.